For some reason, I'm still tired. Too much light. I really want to do this video in the dark because this light is doing too much for me. Anyways, I feel called to make this video. God want me to make actually two videos, one for men and one for women, but all together, the same topic, same purpose. So after yesterday's ordeal, God had me reflect at nighttime, like how I felt or whatever. And I said, it was cool. But he said, now you got to really ask yourself the tough questions. Is this what you want for your future? Because the timelines have changed. We're not the same people anymore. He said, restart how you feel about women. Like basically, if you're chosen, if you're gifted, if you're anointed, if you're meant to change the world, I'll just keep it like that. Keep it easy. If you're meant to change the world, he wants you to restart or recalibrate how your essence, how you felt for the previous, like, I don't know how old you were, but from the 2020 prior, he said that's irrelevant. Now is when it really, like, now is when the earth is rebooting, right? So even if you had issues with the opposite sex, you didn't know how to even with the same sex, if you didn't know how to make girlfriends, if you were a man and you don't know how to make man friends, but he specifically wants me uh to speak on intimacy, like the connection between two beings that he wants to push forward a narrative, because we're not just, when chosen ones click, it's not just a relationship. It has a purpose behind it. It's not just like regular, you know what I'm saying, fucking around playing house. No, it's like a partnership. It's like a business deal, but from God. Like it's basically arranged. It's a purpose relationship. Like a if a business deal had a purpose, like when they merge businesses, that's what he doing with chosen ones. It's a merger. And what he had me do, he said since you're empathetic, put yourself in their shoes. I mean, I've been doing that my whole life, but he said, put yourself in their shoes. What type of men do they really want? I said, for real, God, I don't got the time to even think about that. That's gonna make my head hurt. He said, that's the only way you're gonna get these answers, because they don't really know yet. They don't know what's available on your side. You know what I'm saying? It's like going to the restaurant. You don't know what they serving. You gotta ask somebody. So he said, what you gonna do now for yourself? You're gonna go on YouTube. The algorithm already knows how you think, because the algorithm takes our thought process. He said, go on the algorithm and just scroll down and look at all the women that you fancy. And I looked at my subscriptions and stuff, and they're all like spiritual. That's all this basically, they're all the same thing, just different variations. He said, so basically, you have a desire to bind with a spiritual woman, but you still have a three-dimensional value system of what you want that to look like. You know what I'm saying? Because the physical is the three-dimensional. He said, if once you take, it's like once you take the chocolate from the ice cream, you can't mix it with the vanilla. Even though you want to, you know what I'm saying, get the two flavors, or the strawberry or the whatever. He said, God said, I'm gonna give you one flavor, and I'm gonna add additives, sprinkles, chocolates, nuts, what else? Gummies, whatever people put on their ice cream. You get what I'm saying? He said, because if you do too much mixing, it's gonna alter the way that the product is created, basically. Because God don't need he don't need a bunch of ingredients to make a product. He give God one ingredient. He make a whole pie. Like, it's not the same. The ultimate spirit. He don't need really that much to finesse something. But the point I'm trying to make is this. He said, look down the line and see not what you think you want in your heart, because the heart can be misconstrued, and it can the heart can be manipulated basically by the way the world work. Like some women out here, some dudes, man, I don't, man, fuck the bitches, fuck these niggas. It's like, did you believe that, or did the society put a narrative out? It fed it to you, you ingested it, and now that's how you think. So God said, bring it back to the beginning, because I live life through problem solving. So it's like, if we have a problem as humanity, my brain say, go back to square one, like a math problem. If you messed up on question 20, go back to question one. It might take you some time, but it's the only way you're gonna get it correct, the only way you're gonna get it right, the way it's supposed to be done. You got to go all the way back and then start from point one and say, where did I fuck up? Maybe you're on part seven. I messed up and put the X where the Y supposed to be, and this, that, and it messed up the whole. One mess up. One mess up. What's that? One mess up can mess up everything. That's how fragile humanity is. One little thing can mess up everything. And since humanity is so egotistical, they don't want to say we messed up because you could just fix it. They'll live in the lie until they get caught. That could be millennia. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So I went down the subscription feed, right? Looked at my regular feed, walked out and take my daily walks. He says, why is it that on the internet you find a better match for what you truly like internally, but on the physical side, you go outside, take a walk, you mad? It's like you don't find nothing. And he said that's because your general population is just a mirror of your environment. This is not reality for you. This is a game. It's like an episode of TV. Like this is gonna be a typical, like Bart Simpson. Like this stage won't change until you shift out of it. But the internet changed like this. He said you're gonna find your, not just me, multiple of yous are gonna find the archetype of your match on the internet. That concept, you're gonna bring it back to the three-dimensional world, and God, while you're cultivating yourself, He's going to build you, build a human. He's gonna build a bear you a human to because you're gonna, all you're doing is you're shooting him the facts of what you desire, kind of like a Christmas list. You're telling God, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want. And in the background, he's saying, all right, cool. Just do your thing. Go back to work. By the time it's the season of giving, I'd have been cultivated your woman, or vice versa, your man. Right? So let's get it. I naturally, when I was younger, my father's African, my mother's from Boston. Right? I never could get along with what you call indigenous or black American women. I'm half, but it's just like being biracial. If you biracial, you're gonna get along with your white side or your black side. And not to say that that's all the versions of biracial, but let's just keep it simple. If you biracial and you end up mulatto, you either gonna fuck with the blacks or you're gonna fuck with the whites, because your body won't know where to find home. It's natural. Drake do it, J. Cole do it, Halle Berry do it. Um, what's the girl? Lisa Bonet. It's all Lenny Kravitz. It's all the same thing. When you bond, you will always try to find what you connect with most. Now, for biracials, typically, it's rare that you're gonna find a biracial that marries a biracial, and end up. It's like finding two dark skinned people who have a baby. It's certain things are just rare, but it don't mean that it can't be attained. So I always was like, yo, I would probably want to. I always told God if I would probably want to link up with a foreigner that was Americanized, because I'm half foreigner, half American, and my brain process information, life different, attraction different, conversation different. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say that blacks can't get on my type of time. They don't want to think on my type of time. I think different. And it's not too different. They just, it's like a fourth grader saying, oh, I think different. And then a 12th grader say, oh, I think different. In order for that 12th grader to align with the fourth grader, he got to go to fourth grade. In order for the fourth grader to align with the 12th grader, they got to get to the 12th grade. Or they can kind of like, you know what I'm saying, get to the eighth grade and kind of like, you know what I'm saying, dance together. I never felt an issue with God making me take my time because that just means that I'm special or unlucky, one of the two. But I always knew that beyond me desiring women, I desired a purpose and a path. And I wanted to be unique because I was like, I'm not about to act like them. So God said, since you're unique, your path to everything else is going to be unique as well. To love will be unique. To money will be unique. To children, to faith, to community, to when you get your own house, when you get your own car, like it's all going to be weird because you're not normal. And I said, cool, but I'm 36, so it's like, how long do it take? But just like in the scripture, people was waiting mad long for stuff, for wives, husbands, food. Remember in the desert, manna. We wasn't patient. We wasn't listening. So I'm like, all right, bet God, what you want me to do? He said, just be patient and detail what you want. I said, all right, cool. So I'm on the internet, just daily getting the out. Like if you saw my subscription, I'll subscribe to anybody. Conspiracy theories, tarot readers, spiritual stuff, Christian stuff, and I don't even believe in the Christian shit. But you get what I'm saying. Islam stuff, like I like taking knowledge. I'll take it from anywhere. But he's saying this is what you are. Just look at your subscription feed. All these tabs is what you naturally privy your time with. You use your time. He said that is your woman. She just don't got a body yet. Like all those is what describes you. So when you give me your, because they are just, all these concepts are just desires. When you shoot me these desires, I'm gonna mold you a being, just like art. It's like you just give me ideas. I can make you an art piece like this, but I need your perception. Otherwise, not to say I can't make an art piece for you. Otherwise, your art piece will be all my description, all my vibes, all my energy. Get what I'm saying? Typically, when I paint for other people, I'd be like, "Tell me something about you." They don't. Oh, you do it. They don't get what I'm doing. I'm trying to put I'm trying to put a huge amount of your essence on the painting, so it won't just look like my essence in your home. Cause I care. Now, if you don't care that I care, it's cool, but I care. So what do I like? For instance, yesterday's situation, she had body. God said, "Your true and your true essence, you don't really care for the body." She had body. Wow. I wish I could show y'all, but that would be they probably blocked that from YouTube. That's basically porno. Anyways, she had body. God said, in your ultimate like heart of hearts, you don't really care for the body like that. She could be small, slim, thick. Like you don't really care like that. You care for this and for this. Even though you do like a body, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? But you care within more. Like your percentage of what you like inside is more. What you care for, what's in here, is more. Not a physical. It's like a percentage when you make a character on a video game. If you add more percentage on this part gets smaller. So if you have 75% on she got to be a baddie, she got to have a body. Now you got 25% of wiggle room for other stuff. She might be a baddie, but low key, she might be slow. She might not have faith based. She might not love herself. She might not take care of her children good. Like all type of, she might have not have maternal instinct. Like you get what I'm saying? God give us all 100%. He give us all 100%, and we don't know how to calculate the percentages. You know what I'm saying? So, well, but where we lack is that we don't ask God for the guidance. Give me the guidance to understand how to you know what I'm saying, how to break this down, because then I'll know inside what is meant for me. Typically, what is meant for you is what's gonna help you to the next stage. Like what is meant for me is like a puzzle piece. If I'm like this, it's like basically like the human body. How you think God made a penis and a vagina? He knew it's like a puzzle piece. It would naturally just fit in. Not to get too perverted, but you get my point. That's the same way that we are with connection. God say, I'm gonna give you a metaphorical vagina. It's gonna fit right into what you got for her. End of story. And then, not to get too sexual, but when you have sex with someone, they could be like, yo, it's too big, it's too small. Just like little beer. You know when when the little white girl sit on the seat and she say, too big, too small, just right. When it's just right, that's when God, boom, I got it. That's when God says, I've done it. When it's just right. Not too small because you're going to end up resentful. Not too big because you're going to run away. But if it's just right, she gonna be happy. He gonna be happy. God gonna be happy. Y'all can build a home, live a happy life, boom, and still do the purpose and do His will. That's what I'm trying to say. This next video I'm gonna do is for the females. It might not be the same concept. Well, it's gonna be the same concept, but it's the way I'm gonna articulate is gonna be different because I know y'all brains work different. All I want to say now is clear your heart from all the baggage. I done been done dirty my whole life with women. It don't matter. It don't matter. Because God create better ones in the future. Like every day God creating better stuff. Because God is not Satan. God is forever adaptation. He can go from here to here and like this. Nothing in the now is forever. Everything is temporary. So even your pain is temporary. If you've been done wrong by the opposite sex, it's cool. If you want to turn gay, that's cool. But don't want to run back to the squad when it's right. You feel me? Enjoy life, enjoy yourself, but also seek the guidance that He can give you to open your heart and to be pure again. Because we didn't all been hurt, especially if you chosen. Be pure, and He will find a pure counterpart. But you gotta purify it all, get it all out.